we've got Khan, we got Jao, we have Naomi, we have Devi, we have Mario, we have Ali, we have Devi for channels, we have Awi, we have Chris. Hi, Chris, long time. We've got Evelyn and Rez and Oren also bought some. Oren, I hope you bought some metas as well. But anyway, guys, so today we're going to talk about three things. We're going to talk about what's going on with the market right now. You know, market's been doing incredibly crazy right now. But if you look at it carefully, today's market, high color and high wish. If you look at it carefully, today's market and last week market is very similar. Yeah, today market and last Tuesday market is very similar. So, but we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about some of the stocks, and we're gonna recommend some stocks as well today. What stocks is okay to kind of get in right now? Okay, what stock is good to get in right now, etc. All right, so let's go straight into it right now. So, how do I welcome everyone? Long time. Cool. So let me just share my screen a little bit. How do I do that? I'm just gonna click on here. Cool. So what's going on with the market right now is being quite incredible. So you can see, as I said before we start, we really want to start with S&P 500 because that really, that actually includes almost everything. So no matter what stocks you want to look at, you can see no matter what happened to the economy, whether it's 2000 during the internet bubble, we've got this financial crisis in 2008. There's a real estate crisis. We've got a corona crisis in 2000 here. People are so scared, panicking. We've got, what is this? This is a inflation crisis because we print so much money just right here. And this is a tariff crisis. Donald Trump comes in and say, guys, you know what? We have some tariffs. And then this is where we are right now. There's nothing going on actually. We have a small pullback. This is in end of October, kind of like a small pullback. How many percent is this? This is 69 to 654 divided by 69. 4 divided by 69. It's around 6%, kind of a small pullback going on there. Yeah, 6% going on in the market. This is a normal pullback. There's no news going on. There are some news about whether or not they are going to reduce the interest rate in December. And then a few days ago, they just say that, you know what, we should reduce the interest rate in December. And when you reduce the interest rate in December, you are encouraging people to borrow money. That's what the government wants you to do. And to spend money, because when you spend money, you stimulate the economy, the stock goes up. So that's kind of what happened just right here. Last Tuesday was just right there. Yeah. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, there's a drop going on Thursday, and then this is kind of Friday. Okay, cool. So let's have a look at our analysis right now to kind of see what happened. If you have attended the training last week, we kind of asked you to put a pending order, to kind of buy some stock just right there, just at the support line, 1st of October time, September time. So I hope you have some orders that got triggered just right here, around 10% of your money. If you say 20%, I would say, well done, 30% is okay. Even 40% is kind of fine. Yeah, your money get triggered just right here. If you didn't, that's fine. But what we recommend last week was your IGUS, your VUAA, VUAA. That's kind of last week. And if you haven't yet, you can still put a pending order on. I actually recommend QGB, EQGB, and then metas as well. You can also put around 10 to 30% of your money in. And it's the same price as where people were at. Let's have a look. 10th of October low or 11th of September, which is right there. It's 11th of September, you know. kind of price. Okay, go to 11 September, see what the price is at. So that's just kind of where you can add some positions on 10 to 30% of your positions. Some people add some a little bit here because there's a pullback there on Thursday. Tuesday we have a session. Thursday there's a pullback going on. There's some triggers, some stocks going on. And if you didn't, that's fine. If there's a pullback going on, you can get triggered again. Okay. So add a little bit of positions in. You can do an ISA account. Use non-leverage for this one. So just gonna use some non-leverage on that one. Yeah. So just around there, coming back just right there. Okay. And so why? It's a 6% drop. Historically, 6% drop is not a huge drop. It's an okay drop. We have that drop in one day in 10th of October. Doing, in one day happened just like that. Just remember when the price comes down, it comes down super quick. So don't worry about it will never come down again. When things comes down, it comes down super quick. When it goes up, it take months to go up. Yeah. So that's kind of what happened. Okay. Now, so why? Because if you draw our third step, this is a support line. So that's kind of what happened. This is a support line here. So there's a sort of support just right here. And those who study volume, we talk about volume quite a lot. Volume is a kind of reversal just right there. So there's a little bit of reversal there as well. Just a tiny bit of reversal there going on. So if I show you how volume works again, this is step number 5 indicators. Just skip it a little bit. So you can see almost every single time 2022, we have a coming down. There's a big spike of volume, tends to go back up, coming back down. Big spike of volume tends to go back up. Most people don't know that. Come back down, spike of volume, come back up. And going down, there's a spike of volume. That means a lot of people are coming in. This volume doesn't mean buying or selling. It just means that a lot of people are coming in. And then went back up and then coming back down, go back up. This is the tariffs. And this is what we got recently. Coming back down, and there's a spike of volume here. There's a spike of volume here before. And it did pull back up a little bit. And then coming back down, it pulled back up a little bit. Yeah. Now let me show you meta real quick. So if we know that this is gonna go up, you can buy some individual stocks that is strong that's gonna go up. Okay. When the market is at quite high, which is where we are right now, write that down. When market is quite high, you kind of want to get into stocks with a low PE ratio. Yeah. You don't want to get into like those growth stocks straight away, those 30% increase stocks like Palantir. You can. If you look at it carefully, the market went up, I don't know, 2%, 3% in the past 3 days. If you look at a lot of stocks that we kind of recommended, they went up quite a lot, um like Robinhood, like that. We've got how is Cradle going? Let's look. Cradle was like that. So almost all the stocks was going to go up a little bit just there. Um, who else do we have? How is Affirm going? Yep, Affirm was also going up like that. We got Astra Lab. It's like halfway through there. And how about Taiwan? Okay, it's like that. So yeah, so at the high when we are not at lowest, you can get into some low PE stocks. Out of so many stocks that is quite strong and low PE, Meta is probably one of them. We talked about Meta last week as well. So buying it here will be really nice. This is with the lowest PE ratio just right here. But you know already, Meta eventually is gonna go all-time high. Okay, eventually, if you buying Meta right now, I don't recommend you to look at the price every day. No, you don't look at the price every day, every hour. You look at what's going on with Meta, and then you'll be like, oh, what is happening? No, things like that. When you buy it like that, when something is always going higher and higher, you just buy it and then you make money. Eventually you're gonna make money. So. And buying it here, we have a huge, we have an okay discount, really one of the biggest discount, 80 to 63. How much is that? 80 to 63. That's 17. 17 times 80. 17 times, yeah, by 80. 17 is about 80. It's around 20% kind of discount. That's okay, not bad. So buying here, you get a lot of 20% discount. The PE ratio of Meta right now, we talked about last week, I think. It's not the lowest of the lowest. Yeah, it's not the lowest of the lowest. It is like, where? Let's look. Let's go to 5 years. It's not the lowest of the lowest. It is at, let's see, around 27. Let's see what's the highest it ever gets to. So it says 27 here. The highest that it kind of ever gets to is kind of like 32. This is September, it gets to 32. So now it's around 27. Okay. The lowest it kind of get to in kind of March is around 22. So now we go around 27 kind of ish. Okay. So this is why I say you can't look at the price straight away because it might go down to 22 PE, 23 PE, 24 PE like that. So you dollar cost averaging. Hence, I didn't ask you to go all in. I say you put around 10 to 30% of your money. What do you mean 10 to 30% of your money? If you got £100, you put 10 to 30% of £100. How much is that? That's probably £10, £30, whatever that is. You go £1,000, you put 10 to 30%. Yeah. So what is that? 30% of Meta. The price to get in, now the price is what? Let's have a look. 633. If you can get in just between, um, let's have a look. So today went out. Let's pretend there's a pullback a little bit. If you can get it around 625, it's fine. You know, anyway, under 625, you are fine. Yeah. We have some students who got in this as well. So that's kind of okay. Yeah. And so Raven, what are we doing here? So let me just show you a little bit. So usually this is what we do. Okay, this is for people who are hands is really, really itchy and stuff like that. Let me tell you what normally happens. You can see the volatility index on Friday. This is like, when is Friday? Tuesday, Monday. So Friday is like 3 days ago. Yeah. Volatility index is spiked up to here. It's not the nicest that we want. It will be super nice if it spike up to, around April level. What this guy has done is spike to 10th of October level. So if you want to know what do you think the price is gonna do, this is what it's gonna do, chances are. 10th of October, it spiked it down, it went up for a little bit, and then it come back down again. So that's probably what's gonna happen. But getting in a little bit, 10 to 20%, 30% is fine. So you practice getting in, you practice a little bit here. But what really, really we're gonna go, what really, really gonna change our life big time, one time change our life big time, is where it spike up and it will always happen. It's just a matter of time. It will always happen. So when it spike up like that there, then when you go in, we use some leverage, and that's about it. Yeah, then you will see that life really change really beautifully and nicely. So right now, we've got a spike here kind of going on. That's okay. This is the same spike we saw on 17th of October. We saw probably in June. We want kind of the tariff spike when Trump comes out and says some crazy stuff. During this time, he came out and said some tariff stuff, so it spiked up big time. So just waiting for a little bit around that, and then they spike up big time, and then that's where we will be going all in. I will be posting or letting you know if you're an apprentice, is kind of what to kind of get on it. Okay, so that's kind of what happened. Around 10 to 30% of your money kind of putting in, kind of get ready, get warm up and stuff like that. Just if your hand is a bit itchy. Because we didn't get in at April, like because you didn't get in during April, like this spike. So what does that mean? Because you didn't get in during this April spike, that means that it might go all the way down to April time. So you just got to be like, but eventually, as I show you just now, stock market is a very strong thing. Eventually, you always keep on going higher and higher. Okay. So time is your friend, yeah, if you're not using leverage at that moment. Cool. So that's kind of like if I go to cryptocurrency. If you see cryptocurrencies down 1.9, Solana 1.3, Ripple 2.7, Cardano. Okay. And Ripple is kind of quite a nice thing as well. Um, Buying Ripple now is 200. It will go to 350. That's like 80% of your money going up. It's like almost double. What about Ethereum? Let's have a look. Buying Ethereum right now, Ethereum is at 3. It's probably gonna go to 5. 3 to 5 times 2 is 6, 80% as well. So you can add as well. I recommend using Coinbase or Binance because they are cheaper. Putting around 10 to 20% of your money, around 10% I would say on Ethereum, or another one is called XRP. It's okay. You're just balancing your portfolio a little bit. So if it really goes up to all-time high, I don't think so it will go up so fast. But if it let's say it goes to all-time high, at least you can have 80 to 100% of your return just like that as well. So let's just put it on there. Tax. So around 10% of your money in whether XRP or ETH. Okay. Or both is fine. And this is like what's the entry price? The entry price could be just between, let's have a look, go to hourly a little bit, and then just between like the support just right here, 2873. Yeah, just between here. You can if you can get in at 2873, I would say well done to you. Um, yeah, so H 28. This is just for practice, by the way. So it's so that you get a feeling of how how things is gonna be like. You can already know a lot of these trades that I told you right now. You are not gonna lose money basically if you give enough time. Yeah. So I'm not gonna ask you to get into like crazy trades. I'm just asking you to get into like some safe, reliable one. Okay, just for fun. Okay, but don't worry if you find that you don't want to get to any of these, you are absolutely fine. If you don't want to get into any of this, you are quite fine. Um, because we are still waiting for a really nice time. But I think crypto has crashed something already. Crypto has crashed like 50%. Used to be 550. It's crashed to like almost 25 now. Almost crashed 50% on crypto now. So crypto is okayly cheap now. Okay. Crypto is like you are buying crypto right now, you are the same as people who bought it in like 2020, 2021, 2022, 2020, 2025, So that's a relatively quite okayly like cheap a little bit. Okay. Last week, crypto was at, yeah, just a bit high here. Now it's coming back a little bit there. Okay. Ethereum and XRP. Why this? Why not Bitcoin? Bitcoin is fine. Um, Bitcoin is fine because Bitcoin, if you look at it, is from what? Almost 90 to 120. There's like 30% in it. Yeah. 8 times 2. How much is this? 90 to 120. 90 to 120, how much is that? I think 30%, I think. 120. 30 divided by 40. Yeah, it's around 30% of his money. That's okay. If you do the other one, you get 80%. Yeah. So that's kind of what happened. And as you say, we are still waiting. We're still waiting, but adding a little bit is fine. Yep, adding a little bit is fine. So at least you get to wait while when we come to the right time. Because when the right time really comes, I'm going to show you what's the right time later on. Especially the VIX, as I said just now, the volatility index has to kind of go a little higher. Just around, yeah, if you can go to around 30, that we'll be using some leverage, you can just use one trade and life change. You can start with very small, £250, £100, £200, and life change because that's a very high probability. Yeah, that's a very high probability game going on there. Okay. What is XEQ? What did I just type? What is EQGB? EQGB is kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like this guy. It's like a tech 100. It's like a technology kind of like, yeah, Tech 100, a little bit just right there. Waiting for Nvidia to drop a little bit more. Nvidia was dropping 5% today, now it's dropped 3%. The reason for the drop for Nvidia, people are thinking that a lot of this revenue that talking about, like they're expecting from Nvidia is like one company giving to another company, is like their own money. First of all, and second of all, Google is coming very big. Google is coming with something that is even more cost efficient, than Nvidia. So Nvidia buying it right now, it will be the same price as people who bought Nvidia on 17th of July time. Okay. 17th of July. The P ratio of Nvidia right now, P ratio of Nvidia historical stock chart. Finance chart is a very nice website. Now it's around 45. We kind of want it to get to 45 is around here. It can get to 35 would be really nice. Obviously, the lowest is 32. If you can get to 32, that would be just phenomenal. And sometimes we can't just aim like that. You have to dollar cost averaging at a certain situation. So write that down, guys. You cannot time the bottom like that. You have to dollar cost averaging just around a fair value price. So if you buy 32, you can dollar cost around 34, 35, 37, just around there. Yeah. So you don't have to be so precise. Okay. Just around this dollar cost averaging around that because it might not hit that. But if you reach around this level, then it's okay as well. Okay. So, um, where would I buy Nvidia? Um, Nvidia EPS right now is at, so right now it's around 20 45. 45. We can use, we can use PE, PEVA, TTM, P current PE value, TTM market cap. P equals the share price, 182. So the share price is 182 now. So if you use, sorry, the EPS is 4. 4 times, let's say you like it to be at 40. 4 times 4, 160. So 160 would just be just around there. 8th of July. Yeah, putting a pending order to buy Nvidia at 8th of July is okay. Um, 8th of July. Okay. Just right there because the PE is kind of at 40 at the moment. It's still not the best. So when it comes, we will let you know, but it's still not the best yet. Okay. If you really, really going to get into something right now, it's just 10% or 20% of Meta. That will be quite good. And what we talk about right here. Just make it simpler so you don't get complicated yourself. Just around there. IGUS. Yeah, Meta is the only one that crashes so much. Okay. The reason for the crash for Meta, you always want to know the reason for the crash. The reason for the crash for Meta because they spent too much money on AI stuff. Okay. So so the expenses is a bit too high. So you always want to know the reason so you get to be ready next time. So you kind of like, oh, this is what happened, this is what happened. And then you'll be like, you can get ready. So welcome. So now let's talk about our analysis real quick to really talk about when is the best time, where things is gonna happen. So let's have a look. Yeah. So the reason why suddenly we are a little bit interested is just because of the volume. The volume spike is a bit crazy just right there. Okay. Volume is a kind of reverse. So this volume spike is probably one of the highest that we've seen in the past 6 months. So there's a bit of volume kind of spike here. So getting in a little bit is okay. Yeah, especially Meta. Cool. So that is who got into Meta? Yeah, who already got Meta? You can type in the chat box. So let's go to our analysis real quick. Investments. This is the website now. And then we just go on into here, and then we go on here. Let's have a look one by one. We click on that. We click on that. Look at what insider are doing. You can see the insiders are not doing anything yet. Let's look at what the insiders is doing. National AAIM. Valuation, very important. Oh, I almost forgot about evaluation. Let's have a look at that. Zach Breath Trust, also quite accurate every single time. Zach Breath Trust is at the bottom crossing up. You want to add 10% of your money in, okay? Write that down. If Zach Breath Trust is crossing up, always add a little bit of 10% of your money in. What's mean 10%? If you got £10, 10% is £1. Okay, that's the meaning of 10%. If you have 10,000, then 10% is whatever that is. Okay, so we reach the very, very low price of exchange fear on 20th. Okay, what is it? It reaches like 7, I think. Yeah, 20th. That's like Friday. Okay, that's Friday. Um, the last time we've got is around here. What is that? Let's look. This is 4. This is 7. Okay. So, our put and call ratio was quite high here. It definitely raises all up a little bit. But the high that we really, really interested and want is at least it gets to this kind of level. Wow, when it comes to this level, apprentice is gonna book for a one-to-one straight away. We're gonna do some live trading and go all in there. Okay, when it reaches there, because that's a situation where your situation change because you only need one of these in your lifetime, and you're gonna live for a very long time. And then volatility index, you can see we always been drawing this since last week, so we kind of reached there a little bit. But as you say, it would be nice for it to come to around the April spike here. That would be really nice. Now a spike is it's very small, honestly. It's a very normal kind of situation. It's nothing big. It's like practicing. Now it's time to use for practice because next time when it comes, you know exactly what to do. Okay? You know exactly what to do. Some people still say, oh, I don't know what to do. Okay, let me show you how to do. So when I say buying Meta at that price, so let me just show you. You go to trading 212 or IBKR, okay? Any platform is fine. And then you look at the price of, let's say it's 625. You just go on pending order. You click buy. Not on IG, please. Please don't do it on IG. Click buy. Level 625. And then you play it around. No stop, no limit, no nothing. Write it down. No stop, no limit, no nothing. Just the price that you want and the amount that you want to do. And you click buy and that's about it. Okay? Nothing else. Anyway. Where are we? Okay, so let's go step by step. So that's what happened there. And we got this guy going on here. This is fear and greed. That's okay. What is this? Okay, let's look at if any smart people, the directors of the company, let's look at if 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 Tim Cook is buying his own company, if if Jensen is buying his own company, is Warren Buffett buying his own company, you can see we still hasn't got a crossover yet. Okay. So not many directors and companies, officers are buying their own stocks yet. So if you didn't get in, you are not alone. As you say, the best time to make a lot of money like the world has never seen before is when it cross. And you see that the last time it crossed is around there, April and May time. People are screaming. It's actually April time. People are screaming when it crosses. Okay. So that's kind of what happened. And you only need to cross one time. The next one, this is crypto, fear and greed. Crypto is 20 now. Last time that we have on crypto is around, where is it? 10 only. That's the lowest it's ever get. Oh my God, that's not good. The lowest it ever gets is 10. Now it's 20. 20 is around still there. Okay. It would be nice to come down to like these crazy numbers. Okay. Cool. So I think a little bit 10% is around fine. NAIN report is still at the top. Morningstar, as I said, this is probably one of the most important criteria for those who are new. You can see every single time if we are able to buy stocks when it's -10, let's see we're gonna make money or not. Type in the chat box on here. When it's undervalued by 11, October 25th, would you buy or sell? Type in the chat box for me. Yeah. And then we have another one just right there, 3rd of April. Should we buy or sell? Oops. And then the similar here, May 10, we saw on the 22nd of all that, June, all of that, September, October, December, all of that places. So let's have a look though. So a lot of people say bye. We shall say bye. Evelyn say bye. Jack, well done. Claire, Jane, Jean, well done. Alvin, good. Vish, long time no me, well done. Mario, Carmen, Foster, David, Marsh, Evelyn, Laksana, Nora, Nemi, Vishal, Leo, nice, Leo. We have Jack, we have Bye, we have Jane, we have Resh, we have Suki, we have John. You can, yes, John, you can definitely. Hi, Chris. We have Ruhana. Awesome. So yeah, so you can see that is actually really, really good. Okay. If you say it, let's see if it's true. Let's see what you say is true or not. Here, 27th of October 2023. So you go all the way. Or even how do I know whether you say whether it's true or not? So let's go all the way, 2023. You will see that we are just right there. Can you see? 23rd of October 2023. It's literally stock coming down big time and you literally aim the bottom like that. Yeah. No matter what I talk about, where is it? Where are we? So where's the website gone? Yeah, that one. So yeah, similar here. If you put it for all of that, you will make money. Similar the last time we have is April time, you already know. Now, what about looking at right now? Okay, let's have a look. Right now, it's gone to 6.9, guys. It's gone to 6.9. So that's okay. Okay, so that's it. As I said, doing 10% of a little bit of meta is okay because meta PE was quite low. So yeah, doing a bit of meta. It's probably the lowest among the whole, like, you know, when the growth rate is still there. Anyway, so what is this? So this is November 21st, so it's around 6.9. So, okay, the question is, if you have bought stocks on 6.9, would you have lost money or not? So let's have a look. If I do on 6.9, would I have lost money? Okay, that's a good question. So, and March 4, 6.8, the reality is I would have lost money. Okay. I lost money for like 6 months. And then May is okay. So it went up and then it come back down. Okay. So that's what happened there. And then this 6.9 and then it continued to come down a little bit lower. So What I'm trying to say is if you do 6.9, buy in now, as I said just now, there's a chance that it might go even lower, which is what we are seeing, when we are in 6.4, 10th of March, that's not the bottom. The bottom is April. So right now we are seeing it might go down a little bit more, okay? Just a little bit more. So that's kind of what happened. Yeah. So that is where we are. And then this is also very important. We've got a very high one on 49. That's one of the highest we ever seen for the past 6 months or 3 months. Okay. That's 12th of November. Okay. It's 49. That's okay. Now it's went back to 43. We want it to be at least 50 or 60 to make a lot of money. Okay. We want to be at least 50 or 60 in order to make a lot of money like the world has never seen. Okay, so that is kind of what happened just right there. Okay, that's kind of what happened just right there. Let me have a look. So that's kind of what happened just right there. So what do we have um coming in or coming forward? Remember, there's always a reason why something kind of happened. Okay, here, 10th of October, the reason for the crash, a lot of the banks, I think two banks went bankrupt. Not bankrupt, like two banks has problem, lending problem, 10th of October. Let's ask ChatGPT. Let's use AI to help us here. Okay, so a lot of people like to use AI. So what happened to the bank on 10th of October causing the crash in the stock market? I think two banks has some problems. So the you know what's happened? What are the names of the bank? What are the names of the bank? I'm talking about. I'm referring to the defined and of October. Please, let's do it one more time. They're giving 2018. Let's have a look. Let's see what AI is telling us. Um, Around 16. Yeah, Zion and these two guy. Yeah, the regional banks. Okay. So the banks happen and then it crashes. It's good to know the reason because next time when it comes again, you know what to do already. Because historically, in the past 100 years, all the reasons are there. They are always there. Okay. If you are scared about not knowing what to do, you just have to back test, go back and see what happened. Okay. At that moment. That's about that. And the reason for this October little bit of a pullback, let's ask him again. Why was there a pullback in 1st of November 2 weeks ago? Was it because of Fed rate? Tell me all. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm just kind of know a little bit of a reason, a little bit. There's always a reason. Like the this crash we saw is because he pumped the tariffs just right there. There's always a reason. So if you know the reason, life is very easy. Yeah, rate cut expectation. We're thinking about not gonna have a rate cut, and then suddenly they literally say rate cut continues. How do you know whether there's gonna be a rate cut or not? There's a very good website. It's called a gambling website, and this website is called Kasi Rate Cut. Literally, a lot of things are very clear here. So let's have a look. So right now, they are thinking that, okay, let's go to the markets. Um, rate decision. Yeah, 83% of the time we're talking about they're gonna cut the rate. Okay, these are quite accurate because they study all the odds and stuff like that. So 83% on 1st of November, it's not 83%. It used to be like 50%. You can see the graphs here. So where are we? So yeah, so this is the green one is talking about cutting. So there was a time we are literally not cutting. Okay. And then recently they talk about cutting. Yeah. So what's the reason for the cut? Reducing the interest rate because of, so this is what happened coming back down like that. And then they just realized that they want to cut it. They want to cut the rate. So here the market was crashing because they'll be like, why? Well, there's no cutting. You're not gonna let me borrow money. So that's what happened. Just around there, and then now it's kind of okay right there. Yeah. The lot of things have lots of things here. So if you are not sure what else is good, you can literally do a lot of things here. Let's have a look. Markets, companies. Let's look at markets a little bit. A, B, C, D. When would Tim Cook leave Apple, all of that? What is this? Climate change mentioned, financial price. Okay. Yeah, the big one is the obvious one. Anyway, 699. You can see the odds changes. Let's see the odds. Wait, where are the odds? You can see the graph, the odds here. Anyway, cool. Yeah, Kasi website, just for those who are interested a little bit. Valuation, liquidation. Yeah, I think that's the main reason. Just as you say, the interest rate are affect the markets quite a lot. So that's kind of what happened. Yeah. And some people ask about coffees as well. So the thing about coffee, let's have a look. So we got two coffee here. We're referring to the New York coffee. Lots of students already got in, and then they came back down really nicely as well. So if we're gonna draw a coffee chart for you. So go to daily, go to hourly. Let's talk about the story a little bit. So, and 23rd of October, this is where Trump says you're going to reduce the coffee prices. But coffee prices are not just due to Trump, there's a weathers as well. But it came down like that. And then it continued to come down slowly, very slowly, come up, pull up. So it's always like came back down, pull back up, came back down, pull back up higher than that, and then drop. Can you see this is like scaring a lot of people? So people got panic because if you are shorting it here, suddenly you go higher than that. You're like, what's going on? And then it came back down. So chances are it might go higher than that and then came back down. So there's a big, huge drop here because Trump reduced 40% of the tariffs here. Okay, 40% of the so this is 10%, this is 40%. He reduced totally 50%. But he's only reducing the green coffee. There's another coffee called instant coffee. He did not reduce the tariffs for the instant coffee. Um, because instant coffee, US, they manufacture it as well. So if they reduce the tariffs of instant coffee, then it will damage the US companies. And maybe he doesn't like to do that. But if you really, really haven't got into that, and if you want to get into it again, it will just be at the top here, around 40 to around 49. Where would I sell my stock or everything? I would sell it just um there's a chance it might come here. It will really based on volume. You can see it came back down when the volume spike, you call it a day. Okay. So that's how we do it. When you see a volume spike like that, we either get in or we get out. It's a reversal. Can you see why we get in here? We went up. There's a volume spike here, and we get into the position. Yeah, we don't get into position for the sake of getting in. So volume spike going in is a reversal, so we go in just right there. And a little bit of a spike here, quite okay high. So we went back down like that. So now it's a volume spike, you take positions, you get out just right here. Yeah, so you want to wait for the volume spike to happen again. So you might go all the way high up 39, whatever that is. spike volume, and then you can get in and play around with it. Okay. And you get out when another crazy volume spike. So that's what happened. Volume is really important. Um, so that's kind of where we are. Okay, let me look at homework right now. So because of the fact that our stocks actually do exactly the same as where it was a week ago, probably very similar. Tuesday was around here, today was around there. Yep, quite similar as well. So something people that Raven, will we be looking for buying stocks or selling stocks? We'll probably look for two buys and two sell. Yeah, probably gonna look for two buys and two sell. That's what we're gonna do today. So if you've done the homework, this is on week 4. Send it to me. We can have a look. What's the difference between the green spike and the red spike? The difference between the green spike and the red spike is that there is no difference. Yeah, there's no difference. It's just to say that people are coming in. Remember, this volume is a combination of buyers and sellers. It's just telling you that many people are coming in, but you never know who is coming in. Okay? But no matter what happens, it's a reversal pattern. Let's have a look. Okay, so if you've done your homework, send it to me now so we can have a look right now. Okay? The homework is on market screen. I would people those who do not know how to do the homework, I'm going to show you how to do the homework because people literally tell me right when I don't know how to do the homework. Guys, go to news and then all news and then go to companies and then go to guidance. That's how you do it. Okay, and then you start. You start. Okay, let's get Carlo. Homework. Really good. Well done. First for all. If you got it, just send me the link and I will be seeing. Send me your individual link. You don't have to send me to the group link. The group link doesn't work anymore. It's too many. Now let's have a look. So what is this? So this is global online. So let me tell you what I'm looking for because some people still do not know what we are looking for. So I'm gonna let you know right now how to make money. Okay. So on the guidance, there are two ways to make money. Okay. The first way where we make a lot of money is during extreme fear time, okay, EX extreme fear time. You find companies that's growth 30% year over year on anything, on their revenue, on their EPS, on anything, okay, as long as it's 30% growth, okay. That's a first easiest way to make money. Or actually, when I say extreme fear, is -10 market valuation on Morningstar. The second way, which is what we are always doing. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the second way. The second way is more important. This is what we do every week. The second way is you are treat it like a salary, treat it like your business. Okay, treat it like you have an ice cream shop, you have a salary. Let's say today is Q3, okay, December time, November time, whatever that is, Q3, okay. Q3 can even be no can even be January. It doesn't have to be November. So when you want to Q3, what you are doing, you want to make sure you make more money than Q2 than anything. Than Q2, than last year, than whatever that is. As long as you the biggest like your salary. If your salary is 200K, last time is 100K, you're very happy. You will buy the company, you will stay in the job, you will buy the business, whatever that is, okay? So that's as simple as that. No complication whatsoever. Treat it like a company. So what I want is treat it like a salary. So what I want is I want today news that you get the change of the guidance. Your boss is coming up to you and tell you, hey, that the guidance, I'm going to tell you next month, I'm going to pay you next quarter, next year, the whole year, I'm going to pay you whatever that is. And you want to make sure the amount that they pay you is more than last year, more than last quarter. That's it. Okay, so what do you mean? So if they tell you that, oh, the whole year you're going to get paid 200K, and then what about last time? What did they say last time? That's about it. If it is big, if it is more than 10%, you send it to me, you do the homework. You draw the graphs. to see whether or not actually it's the biggest pay rise you ever gotten. If it is not that more than 10%, you skip it. You go to the next one. If it's too difficult, you skip it as well. Okay? So that's how you make a lot of money. Okay? Because earning guidance is a secret that companies usually just give it to very small group of students. Most people will not find that because you're on the training, so you know how to find it. Okay? So let's have a look right now. So let me show you how to do it now. So, okay, these students have done it. So it says full year, previous full year, exactly. So you can compare 921, 944, 180, 185. Last year, my salary is 180. Today, my salary is 185. 5,000 pound more, five pound more, whatever that is. Would I be happy to stay? Because it's less than 10%, you will be like, I don't really care. You skip it. You go to the next one. 921, 944. How do you know? Is it more than 10%? It doesn't look like it. So I'm gonna skip it. I go to the next one. Okay? Very good. Now, an increase of 32% year over year, this is already happened in the past. Compare. This is happened in the past. So these are all happened in the past. Look, you are getting salary today. You let's say today is November, guys. Okay. Do you care about the salary in November and October, which is the past, or do you care about the December one? Obviously, we care about the December one. November is already paid. Now we talk about the December salary. So, so all of these that you saw compare, all of these are all in the past. Why are we calculating salary that we got in the past? Okay. I mean, if you want to compare December and November. You compare December is quarter four probably, and you compare to quarter three. Or this could be last year's as well. Yeah, make it in the way of salary, your brain will open. Okay. If you make it Q1, Q2, Q3, you're gonna, you might kill yourself. But if you just make it a salary, I think it's easier to understand. Just if you want to buy that company when it's huge, when it's big. If it's not big, we short the company. Okay, that's what happened. GCL, this is anticipated is good, increase 10% over FY. So this is good. This looks good. Let's have a look. This is a Singapore company. Financial result reflect. This is good. Let's have a look. Very good. Today, continue. Okay. Expected to achieve an increase of 100 million. This is very good. Okay. We might buy this. So let's buy this GCL on the watch list. So how do we do that? 25th, 25th of November. Okay. GCL. This is a Singapore thingy. We haven't backtest if Singapore respect guidance or not, but let's have a look. 24030 negatives, long-term integration, tight IP, expect not FY. Gross profit 10 million integration. Yeah, this looks good. So we're just gonna copy that. Why? Because let me show you. It says here. It says that the revenue expect to exceed 240, an increase of 100 million over last time I received a salary, full year 2025. So now it's 240. Last time, an increase of 100 million. So I kind of have to see last time probably 140. Okay. Gross profit exceed 30 million, an increase of 10 million over FY. So exceed 30 million last year, you have to go to the companies before to find out. But 30 million last year, probably 20. So it's around 30% increase. So that's okay. GCL, let's have a look. GCL. Maybe, which one is it? GCL Global Holding. Global Holding. Okay, let's look at market screen now. GCL. All news. Let's see what you've got. Provides earning guidance, announces, enter into of understanding to acquire 51 stake. So you buy a lot of things, sign non-binding agreement, acquire. Um, okay, so it makes sense why they have more revenue now because they acquire a new company. So when Tesco acquires Sainsbury, obviously you're gonna have more money, but that has nothing to do with how powerful the company is. Okay, RMB is like a Singapore Chinese company. Okay, let's get the one before. Okay, let's have a look. So 240 anticipate. What about this? Um, exit 240 critical year. We've been focusing on. Okay, this is before. Before was 141. Margin net income 5 million. Yeah. Hmm. We just go to back test because this is a living based in where? Based in Singapore. So we just have to back test a little bit to see if companies, if the guidance increase in Singapore, will this thing goes up as well. Yeah, that's the only tricky part. Otherwise, you would have bought it. But very, very good. At least you know how to do it. Okay, very good. Now it's just a country problem because we are not familiar with that country. Now let's go to the next one. We're not familiar whether the country respect guidance or not. Like Japan doesn't. Okay, some countries do respect big time. So what about this? So a decreased comparable sales saw are now set 1.25 up from 0.5. So it looks like it's an up, isn't it? This is what company? Bluebird Corporation 3, 0.7. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Who else has got it? Let me have a look. Cool. Let's look at Louis as well. Well done. Let's see. Oops. Awesome. 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 Cool. Very beautiful. Nice. Let me tell you what is important and what is not so important. This is Walmart. Okay, let's have a look. And reports. So these are all already happened based in the past. Earning per share. These are probably already happened. Reported, adjusted. Yeah, it was all in the past. Reported means already happened, okay? And Walmart reports fiscal. This is it. Companies is based on following guidance. Yeah, this is all I need. So this 2026 Walmart report first quarter result fiscal as of mm, 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 mm. Do, 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 do. Okay, let me just delete the one that we are not seeing. Delete that. Um, so these are all nice, these are all nice, but here we just want the guidance a little bit. These are all beautiful. And include adjusted, all of that is already happened. And all of this is beautiful, but it's already happened, I think. 25th. Oh, how does it work like this? Third quarter and all of that. Okay, I'm gonna do for you for this one, okay? I'll show you how to do it. So what you do, you go to Walmart Investor, just like that. Type Walmart Investor, and then click one by one. Mm-mm-mm. Go to earnings release. To investor, and then you go on to stock data, financial result. So that's what we want. Earning release, the first one, I click it already. Let's click the second one. Sometimes they might not have it, but we're gonna pretend they have it. Let's have a look. Total revenue, we don't look at this. Okay, let me teach you how to look at it. First, these are all happened already. The only thing we look at is this last one. Races outlook. Outlook and guidance is the only thing we look at, okay? This one, if you want to read just for your hobby, but we don't really look at it, okay? Grew, past tense. We don't really look at things like that. Okay, remember we want the salary in December next year or next month. So what is this? Strategy. This is all already happens as well. Potentially. Yeah, probably already happened. Um, Guidance. This is it. This is the only thing we need. Okay, okay. I think you are copying that. That's good. That's good. That's really good. I think this is what you copy, isn't it? Well done. Um, well done. So you're doing it right. Really good. So now my screen is stuck now. Yeah, the guidance. I just need the word. And then, yeah, that's what I need. So you just have to give me this and mission is complete. So let's have a look. 11:20. That means it's today. Let's have a look. So let's see how much is increased. 4.8 to 3.75 is around 1%. 1 divided by 3. Probably a little bit there. Unchanged. Increase 4. Oh, that's good. Unchanged. Unchanged. Mid to low end of previous range. This is a tax. That's fine. Adjusted EPS. 2.52 now 2.53. Okay, let's look at what are we looking at. Is this a full year or is this a quarter to quarter? Because Walmart is a very seasoned thing. So we want to make sure it's a full year based on 25 net sales. Okay, looks like it's a full year. So it's a good news. Okay, this is a good news, but it's just that it's not so huge. It's a good news though. Walmart 4.8% increase, 1% increase. It's a good news. Walmart should have gone up since 20th of October or whatever, November. Let's see how is Walmart doing. Yep. So ever since that news, which is 20th, okay, there's a pullback. It's always do a pullback. And then today went back up like that. Wow, all-time high. Yeah. So where's the discount? Where's the discount? Joking. Yeah. So very good. So on here is beautiful, but I just need that thing. Excuse me. Okay. I just need that. Yeah. Awesome. Very good. Very good. Let's go to the next one. Really good, really beautiful. You can draw the graphs as well. If you just give me that, and you draw the graphs on that, that would be so beautiful. Just like guidance and just that. Very simple. Normally it's at the end of the page, yeah. Guidance is normally at the end of the page because you want to hide it. They don't want to let you know. Because only people who know knows. People who do not know do not know. But it's actually the most important piece of information in the whole 50 pages of many, many things. Now, the next one, oops, I think delete that. Awesome. Let's have a look. Well done. Well done. Let me see. Yo, the Sean, how have you been? Long time no see, long time. Those who are new, you might not be able to understand what I'm talking about. This is like week 4 training, okay? And that's fine. That's fine. So let's look at this. Nice, nice, nice. 25th, 24th. Okay, let's look at this. Forecast 3.1. This is good. At least you are giving the really good information as a beginner. Very, very good. So 2.75 to 3. So we minus it to see how much is it. 3.1 minus 2.7 is probably 0.4 or 0.3. 0.4 divided by 2.7. 0.4. 0.4 divided by 2.75 is around 14%. Looks good. So if you bought this analog, you probably make money as well. But we want to see if it is always like that. So you do 2.1, 2.22, 2.4, 2.5, 2.75, 3.1. So, okay. So always increase. What about the revenue? Let's have a look. Um, 31 and 43. We are planning reported to be 1.6 and 2. Okay, 1.6, 1.23, 0.97, 0.8. So it looks increased big time. So analog, 25th of November. So that looks nice. Analog. You know, we went up 5% today. It's crazy. Oh, one time doing all time high like that. Yeah, it's a bit too expensive. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Awesome, really good. This is let's go to the next one. Zoom. Wow, Zoom is good. We are on Zoom right now. Let me tell you about the story of Zoom before we start. So let's talk about the story of Zoom. Those who are really scared you're gonna miss out on like the next big thing like Nvidia and all of that. Let me show you what happened or whatever. So this is Corona time, 2019. Zoom went up big time, big time, big time. Everyone was like, Zoom is the next big thing because we can sit down at home. Everyone at work will be using this thing. So they were like, oh, this is the next big thing. So it went up big time, big time, big time, big time. Let me show you Zoom historical PE ratio. It went to like thousands of PE ratio, even hundreds. So you went to like thousands, guys. 3,000 PE ratio for Zoom. Not even joking. What does 3,000 PE ratio means? That means it takes you 3,000 years to get, to get to break even, basically. Okay, that's the P/E ratio means. That's what happened. Okay, 3,000 years. So people were like, oh, it's the next big thing now. Let's get in right now. But you study our training, PE is really important. So it went all the way high up there. And then it would be like, you look at the guidance and stuff like that, it's just not as high. And it just crashed back down. Till today, it never recovers. Literally after 5 years, the most popular Zoom is gonna change the world. Everyone is gonna be on Zoom. Everyone's gonna be working from home. Something changed the world, and he hasn't recovered. Same thing with internet bubble. Let me show you internet bubble Cisco. Yeah. So Cisco internet bubble. Where are we? Yeah, that's Cisco. 2000. It went up. Everyone was like, I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait. That's what happened. All the way to the top, around 7,000. And then it went down. This is the internet bubble. Till today, this guy never recovers. Let's look. Actually, it did. It recovers after 20 years, actually. Yeah. Cisco. After 20 years, you break even. Microsoft 10 years as well. So there's no need to chase it when it's at all-time high. So, getting in the okay medium P ratio is quite nice. Okay. Getting in the medium P ratio is quite nice. Hence, we are so patient on that. Because if you see Cisco is like the internet biggest thing, literally. Though it went up 1997, 1997, it came out in 1997. It went up 197, 198, 199. It went from whatever, 0 to 8,000, 0 to 8,000 like that. It went up big time. A lot of people cannot wait. Like it's like Zoom is the next big thing, and then it went down like that big time. Okay. So come back to Zoom right now. Zoom is very good. Let's do the thing for Zoom. So, Jack, trading 212 is good for you. Where am I? Okay, let's look at Zoom. Zoom is beautiful. Let's look at Zoom. Okay, let's read this a little bit. So right now it's 4.4 year-over-year growth. Quarter to quarter is third quarter total up 4.4 year-over-year. 4.4 is like, remember? In order for your money to grow, you want to at least 10% growth. 4.4 growth is okay. Enterprise revenue 6.1 is okay. Margin, all of that, okay. Because if it is not more than 10% growth, you might as well buy the S&P 500. Write it down. If a company that you look at, the revenue and the EPS is not more than 10% growth, you might as well just buy the SP 500 because that is more than 10%. Do, 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 do. Anyway, let's continue. So this is what happened. Total rep expectation, all of that. What was the outlook? Okay. Where's the outlook? Outlook Zoom is providing. We are expecting 1.25, expecting all of the number. Full year 4.8. Okay, let's go. So we compare here, full year. People often ask me, Raven, should I use quarter or should I use full year? Full year is more powerful. If your boss, if a company is giving you December salary or the whole year next year, 2026 salary, which one would you more likely to stay? Obviously, you want him to tell you what is going to happen for the next year's salary. Yeah. So we're going to use full year. Okay. So if you compare this in your salary, wow, you are the master of this topic. So 4.8 last time was 4.8. So a little bit increase and revenue 4.8, revenue 4.8. Okay. What else? Income operation 1.955, 1.865. So it's an increase. EPS is 9. Sorry, EPS is 5.95. We're comparing everything. People often ask me what to compare. Whatever they gave you, you compare. 1.8, 1.6. So let's look at what happened before as well to see if it's always like that. 1.175, total revenue 4.8, total revenue 4.6. So it's also increased. What about the one before? 4.6, 4.6. So it's not always increasing. And then this one, 4.6. So 4.6, guys, look at it. 4.6, zoom, and then was 4.6, and then was 4.7. This is like, August time. So you'll be like, you have bought it then because the revenue used to be stagnant forever. Suddenly here, it went up like that, okay? The revenue. And then now 4.8. So revenue also increased. So let's see the graphs. Zoom. Do, 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 do. So you can see in August time, you see you put an arrow. We'll probably ask some students to buy it as well. There's an arrow here because the revenue used to be stagnant big time and it started to go up in revenue. So it went up like that. Remember the chart always reflect back to the guidance. Write that down. If you want the price to go up and down, the price of the chart is always going back to the revenue and the EPS of the guidance. Yeah. So would I buy now? It's not more than 10%, unfortunately, in terms of the growth, but it's a very, very good it's a good C because it went from what? 4.8 to 4.8. 25 to 52. It's like 0.03 million. That's interesting. Okay. Awesome. Let's have a look. Okay, let's look at our beautiful friend, the Sean. HCA. Nice. Let's see. Full year lifted, expect 27, 28 up from previous projection 25, 27. Revenue pack 75 compare previous forecast. So it's a 1 billion increase. Okay, it's good. It's good. At least you are trying, but it's only 1 billion. Okay, we want at least 10%. How much is this? These are all okay. The only thing we are interested in is kind of here. This is October, so it's a bit late, but it's good. It's really good. Remember, we want the guidance. Yeah. So we need the date for this as well. Airline. Just get the date. You're doing really good. Just need to do more. If you are struggling, just do the easy one. I think NVIDIA is quite easy. Palantir is quite easy. There are some easy ones. Some of them is are very difficult. Some are easier one. Yeah. Facebook is a little bit easy. There's no revenue, no EPS, but they give you Facebook is also quite easy. The guidance of Facebook is not too difficult. Yes, Alvin, any platform. Cool. So for those who don't know how to find it, I'm going to show you how to find it. Go to this news, all news, and then go on pump companies and guidance. Okay. And that's it. And then you start the whole shenanigan. So there's a little bit a lot here. Last week was 24. Wow, it's actually quite a lot. Okay, it's actually quite a lot. Let's try our best to find it. So what do you do? Because if you do it every 7 days, it's not too difficult. Yeah, 25 minus 7 is around 18. Yeah. So it's literally open everything, literally open everything just like that for the past 7 days. Okay. The most recent 7 days. You open everything, you look at whether it's more than 10% or not. Okay. That's kind of how it works. Let me see if anyone else has done this thing. Cuckoo. Let me see. She's Amma say he's done it. We shall also say you've done it. Podcast one. This is good. This is ended. Okay. That's good. That's okay because you are quite new. So we want guidance, yeah? Ended is not what we're gonna look for. And this guy also say you've done it, no? Toot, 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 toot. This is good. This is good. This is also, yeah, this is good. This is the only thing that I like here, which is very good. Yeah, this is the guidance. Very, very good. Uh, I think this is the past numbers. Good. Okay, let me show you one time how to do it in a proper way because a lot of people are giving different numbers. Cool. So let's have a look together. So I'm going to read it now one by one. Okay. So let's just read it. Expect one, previous expect 1.03. Okay. That's good, but it's too small of a difference for me to open it. HP cut job, nothing about guidance. Autodesk adjusted share gain. Nothing about guidance, but it's okay. Let's have a look. What else? New pack expect revenue range 2.82. That guy expect 2.92. Maybe you can short this because 2.82 is lower than the expectation from the estimate. Maybe we have a look later. Revenue Q3 set. Okay, let's see. Dell Technology expect 9 point at midpoint. Fact set is okay. Let's have a look on Dell. They'll expect 1111107, expect 3.28, 3.3, 3.78, 3.27. This is okay. Um, Best Buy, Stride, longest net app sector, Moody's, stable outlook, upgrades. Amber provide guidance. So we're gonna open that. eDreams confirm guidance is the same. What is this? Upgrade. Ultra Beauty Poise conservative guidance update. Conservative is the same. We want a huge change in guidance. Cut full year. What country is this? I think this is like um Manila or whatever. That is conservative outlook. Amber Philippines maybe. Amber International provides Burling Stone, provide earning guidance, so we're gonna open that. Meets Cove leaves outlook. Cove leaves outlook. So we can buy this company. Um, Bonds provide unaudited. We can look at that. Provide guidance. Expect record shares rise. Full year guidance boost. Let's have a look. Warns could cost. Talk Shake Shack announce. Reaffirm is the same. Expect full year helps of at least 165. Doesn't mean anything. Sees upbeat. Someone has done that. Outlook full year EPS. You have to compare that. Increase earning guidance. Amber Company. We saw that. Shake Shack. Best Buy. Outlook adjusted 6.25. Receives financial forecast. Revises. Basically, we look for anything with the word guidance or outlook. One by one. Dig Sport Races. Let's have a look. Maybe we can buy that. This is a Dig Sport. Amber, Cole, Bullington, JP. We've done all of that already. Done all of that. Done all of that. Hilton. Done all of this. Cuts price target is no. We've done all of that. 13-hour compass earnings check. There's nothing going on here. We were looking for the word guidance, yeah? So I'm just looking for the word guidance. Very fast. Zoom raises guidance. We've done that. A little bit increase of guidance, not massively. Momentum. We can look at momentum. Report EPS. What else do we have? Swing. Provides. Revises. Key sites. Bluebird. Symbolic. Woodward. 24th is a lot. Wow. Sun power. Um, Updates. Cut. All of that. Cut. This is what you do when you are. It's very fast. The more you do it, the faster you're gonna get. This is what you're supposed to do to get really good. You just have to because you will know what's gonna happen to the stock price. Because if every company is giving good news, the price is gonna go up. The stock profit rises. You can see, oh, so far I get a lot of good news. Um, Maintain. Julius, all of that, all of that, all of this. November 21st. Or even why is it like this, like reading like that? Yes, confirms is the same, reaffirm is the same. We just want to look for a big change in guidance. Like pretend you have a salary and someone is going to give you a huge bump in whatever you are looking for. Consumer. Raises. Provides, expect half. We're just going to remove the one that is not, that's in Asian countries. Affirm, raises, trust, like Japan, we don't really look at them. Reaffirm, hammer, sun, raises earning guidance. Okay, let's just do this first. Cuts expectation. Expect underlying buy remaining updates. Tulip oil. Okay, let's just do this first. Okay, then you open one by one, all right? So Autodesk, this is what it says. Do you only look at the last sentence, the expect one? 2.59, previous 10, previous was 9. So 9 to 10 is like 0.5 is too small. So exit straight away. Nutanix didn't say nothing. You kind of have to. Now, they only say 2.82, but you do not know what happened previously. So you have to go to the website to find it. Net at Leaf 7.75. Last time 7.6. Very small. You remove straight away. Only when it's great, then you plot the 8 guidance graph. Amber, what is this? 4, 14. You don't say a lot. We're gonna come back to this. Bullington, 7, 0. Full year was what? 8. Mm, around 1. Didn't really say a lot as well. Okay, what about this? Core improves despite economic pressure. So really good shopping season. Department now set to come in between 1.25. Last time was 0.5, almost double. 0.5, 1.25. That's double, isn't it? 100% increase. So your money is going to double. Expect 4 to 5. Upgrade outlook. Jump. Excited. This thing, we are becoming increasingly choice for the fiscal quarter. So we can buy this. Coal Corporation. Let's buy that. My God. Oh my God. Okay, let's do this. And then you just copy that and you post on that. So that's about it. Okay. Try on your another platform. Barnes and Noble. Let's have a look. What is this? Expect 933. Income 3. Last time was income 6. Wow, it's around 1,000 times, I think. 62 to 93. That's a lot of 1,000 time increase too. Now it's 933. Previously was 62. Now is making 3. Okay, we're just gonna copy that. This is also a buy. Barnes and Noble. What is this? Barnes and Noble. We're just gonna copy that as well. Okay. You can do on your practice account and see what happened. So calls, we've done that. Let's get Best Buy. Outlook, Outlook. So we only look at here, only that one sentence. So only increase 0.5 to 1.2. Impair Best Buy reflect change. Uh, that's okay. Not much at the moment. Best Buy full year sales growth 0.5 to 1.2 growth. Might come back to this. This is Best Buy. Expect 41. Previous was also 41, so it's very similar. Sales was 0.5. Last time was decreasing by 1. So this is interesting. This is Best Buy. And then that is where we go. Comparable sales like that. Let's do the next one. Dick's Sporting. Raises guidance from 14, 13. A little bit, a little bit. 2 to 3.5. A little bit. Momentum. Now, when they say like that, only you have to go to the website to find exactly what they meant. Okay? So you have to compare a little bit. Flow energy. This is okay. Didn't say a lot of stuff. Revenue midpoint. Midpoint is okay. We want it to be away from the midpoint. Revises increase to include. Wow, 20% increase for the full year. 1.2. For the quarter increasing. For the full year, So this looks good. We just have to plot the graph a little bit. Okay. Okay, let's just do this. We have a lot of buy. Can you see when we do buy, it's like everything is buy. It's crazy. So for the full year, just gonna copy that. Just have to plot the graph. Plot the graph to see if it's huge. To see if the increase of salary this time is the biggest you ever seen in history. How do you know you're gonna get paid the most? By only going back in the 8 quarters, 2 years, 3 years, then you can know if December your salary or it's gonna be good or not. 1.53. So, it just give you numbers like that. You have to go to the investor website to find what's happened before. Reaffirm is the same. Symbiotic, this is also, we have to go to investor website. I think these are all money. You have to go to investor website. Nvidia, when they increase double, they didn't tell you here. You have to go to the website to find it. 729. Otherwise, you're gonna miss that out if you don't go to the website. Expect 2 million. These are all okay. Updates. Okay. Update expectation due in line to be broadly in line. In line is the same. Lowest full year comparable sales. Let's read this a little bit. How much lower? Last time was 3, now is 2. It's okay for the end of the world. 3 to 2. We could short this. 2 to 2. Some people would have already shortened this since. Where is it? Yeah, 21st. Why short? Because it went from 3 to 2. And then it went from 4.2. This is an up. It's okay, it's not huge. Emerson raises guidance. Let's get Emerson. From what to what? Hmm. Further growth. Sign all of that. 5% is not a lot. So income growth 19 from 17. Interesting though. Interesting. If it's all-time high, we can't do it. Otherwise, we can buy this. Emerson. Yeah, it's probably quite high. Okay. MOOG. So when it provides, you have to go to the company website to find out what's the one before. Then Emerson. Cuts. Can we short these? Let's have a look. They didn't give a lot of numbers. Tullow oil. Lower end. Lower end is still end. But some people would have shorted this since the 21st of whatever that is. 21st of when's the news come up? 21st of November. Let's say you miss 21st, you go on 22nd, 24. What's going on here? It's the lowest. If the gases oil is going to continue to go down, this is going to never go down. Too low oil, potentially. Let's put it on, just in case. We have to plot the 11, plot the graphs. Nice. Some people done coal already. Well done. Revises operation, the revises harvest guidance. We need to look at what happened in the number before. Okay, so we done 21st Cardiff. So let's continue from Cardiff. A little bit down. A bit down. ASOS, Hammerson, we've done it. UB, Tulip Oil, updates. Jubilee, Coal, we've done it. Okay, we've done a lot of these. Let's get the profit warnings one to see if we can show any things as well. Burlington, we look at it just now. Sport Dixon a little bit. Hilton Food, Cars, uh, Share Sync, profit warning. Maybe we can do this. Um, how crazy is this? In the past 1 week, for the US company, no one is giving warnings. The guidance has always been going up. The US company. Nayax updates guidance. Nayax is one of these 30 babies. Revises KBR. Expand. We did expand the other day. So where is it now? This one? KBR revises. Low end is still there by about 9%. Part of the removal. It's okay. 18. Yeah. Low end is still okay. Nayax. Update for your guidance. Previously 410, now 400. That's that's acceptable. We can't short things like that. What about this? One, previous was three. A little bit drop. Fiscal. Maybe we can do this. Low is guidance. So this is what we do. We have to see the difference. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's go. Fiscal's Corporation. It doesn't say nothing. You have to go to the website and do it. So that's what we're gonna do. App investor. And then go on to reports, presentation, and look at the latest one first. This one, annual internal reports, release, release, like that. Just compare two first. Look at the date. Is it our date that we want? January report, September. Yeah, we're in October now, so it's okay. I mean, expect to be 90 to 100. Is it what we saw here? Lower with 75 to 85. Let's find the number. 75 to 85. We can get a number. Euro. What about this? This is Euro 75. Lowest guidance with adjusted EB Anyway, this is June fiscal in the range of 90 to 110. Specified 90 to 100, pointing towards the lower end of the range. Expect, oh, here, 90 to 110. Previously, 90 to 110. Now, 90 to 110, but it's on the lower end. Okay. This is it. It's just that one, but it tells you the reason, assumption behind all of these reasons. Let's alternate F this guy, 75. Just to find where do you get the 75 from market screener from? 75. It's not really here. 75 to 85. Why is it not there? Release. News, let's got news. Profit warning. I mean, maybe this one. Not that. November 17. Yep, 75 to 85. Previously was 90 to 100. So this is the latest one on the news site. Okay, we're going to get the latest one. So people would have shorted this because the decrease was 15 there by 90, more than 10%. Okay, so people are shorted this. Is there a reason, rationale? They tell you the reason. We have a lot of inventories, scaling down production, reduce inventories, strengthen long-term, temporarily demand, sales growth positive, update supply rather than the demand side. So it's a supply chain situation. Net guidance, sorry, 75. Previous was 19. If you shorted this on November 19, probably gonna make money. A lot of our apprentices already shorted this. Fiscal, Fiscal. Is this our company? Fiscal's operation. Fiscal. It's not this one. Okay. This is not on IG. If it's not on IG, you can use other website. Stock price. Fiscal. What is this? Fiscal Corporation. It's not really there. Fiscal's group. Stock price. This one. Let's copy this. Let's see if IG comes up. It's not coming up. Then you can use other like trading 212 and stuff like this. Is why having multiple platforms is fine. Yeah, it's been coming down like that. Okay, can't find it. That's fine. Cool. So there we go. Yeah, that's kind of what we found. Not a lot of shorting one. You probably still can short the one we recommend last week as well. They're still kind of okay. Cool. So that's what happened. And put a position on Meta on the price that I told you just now. Where's Meta? Let's have a look. If you didn't, that's fine, but put around 10% of it. It's not too bad. Let me see, just around there. Yeah, just around whatever it is, 625, just around there. If it comes down, pull back down, you get triggered, that's fine. Because you know eventually it's gonna go up to 80 anyway. Eventually. It might not come back now. It might come down a little bit lower first, though. It might come down a bit lower. So you just have to close your eyes, basically, if that happens. Yeah. You just have to close your eye. Can I show you what I have? Let's have a look if I can log in, show you what I have. What did I need? Let's see. Bit tricky. Yeah, that's about that. Let's oh, I don't looks legit. Cool. You can do on your ISA trading 212. You know, if you can't do it, that's fine. We're still waiting for a right time anyway. Uh, what's the position that I put on? Position a little bit is right there. Oops. All I see is yeah, so where's my screen? How do I show? Cool. So this is kind of like okay. It's doing it for fun. We got in on EQGB, the one I told you, EQGB, just up around 2,000 pound a little bit here. And oh, I also go into Lululemon. So let me show you Lululemon. Lululemon is also for fun, basically. Let me show you. Lululemon, the PE ratio is probably the lowest that we ever seen in history. And I don't really use Lululemon though. That's a problem. But anyway, so it went, the price right now is the same price that it was in 2019. It went up nicely like that. Lululemon now has come to the bottom. Let me show you Lululemon historical PE ratio. It's around 11. It's probably the lowest we ever got. This is like Nike again, you know. They don't really have any competitive advantage. They don't really have any moat. I will get out, you know, I'm not waiting for this to come to all-time high. You know, if it comes up to like probably 30, I'm gonna call it a day. You know, the PE right now is let me look at the growth rate of this guy. Let's go to Finviz to see if it's actually growing. Probably not growing. But let's see. Lemon. It's a retail and consumer cyclical and all of that. So cyclical stock, I don't hold forever. I cyclical means they come up and down. It's like a cycle. So this growth rate, yeah, it's actually not too much growing. Negative 12, 1, 3. Yeah, just a little bit, just because the PE is so low. And if the market is at all-time high, I would probably sell this already. If S&P 500 is at all-time high, I would have sold that. Where's my platform? Yeah, so that's what we've got there as well. What else? Just a little bit there. Where's Meta? Yeah, Meta is just right here, around 2988, 2985, a little bit just right there. Meta went up a little bit there. It's okay. And I think it will still come back, it will still pull back a little bit. It's not Lily went all time. Yeah, Lulu is here. Yeah, that's about that. So just waiting for it to come back down. I haven't actually put anything, just like 10% or stuff like that, just doing it for fun. As you say, I got in already in April big time and I sold in extreme fear. Looking back, I probably shouldn't have sold. But you never know. Like, you know, people sell things all the time. You know, Warren Buffett sold Apple, a lot of Apple in 2020, 22, just right there. You know, Warren Buffett sold Oracle in 2019. Everyone would have sold things quite a lot. The biggest mistake any investors do is always the fact that they sold too early, especially when the stock is growing. When you go to Finviz, the stock is growing, you know, it's okay. So there's no need to be. So we're just waiting for it comes back to a nice opening inside the crosses, you know, the VIX goes to the high and stuff like that. And stock market is very fair. It always breathes in and breathes out, in and out, in and out, in and out like that. Okay, it's very, very fair. I'm waiting for coffee to come to 3 nines as well. And then we see how it goes. So yeah, coffee 3 9. Anything below 3 9, I'm not really interested. It gets to 3 9, the spike of volume, then maybe you can put it, you know, for fun a little bit like that. Yeah, I'll let you know. Especially apprentices. So if the VIX comes to or when it comes to -10, or the VIX comes up to like, you know, around 26, 24, we can book for your one-to-one, kind of get ready to put position together on. All right. That's it for today. I hope you learned something new, and I will speak to you very, very soon. So let me have a look. Vishal, I can't hear you. Vishal make 1,000 pounds on call. Well done. You got no me say God bless. You're welcome. Come and say yeah, thank you. You're welcome. Jay also say thank you. You're welcome. CJ wasn't a good buy, but demo has gone up a lot since our last place. Is there? Ignore that. Well done, Deshaun. You're doing really well. Um, everything will go up if the stock market goes up anyway. Yeah. So, but we are choosing something that is never happened before, because if you close your eyes, most of the things goes up. Interesting is currently up. Well done. Yeah, even though I didn't choose yours, you can still place it and let me know after. It's good. Leo, you're welcome. Bobby, you're welcome. Say thank you. Sharon, say thank you. Jano, say thank you. Stan, Nora, Esther. Oh, long time no see. How are you, Esther? So we got Dr. Sherry Nice, we have Stan, we have Success, we have Suki, we have Tejas, we have this is Sam, Rashma, we have Patrick, Paul. And Michael, Patrick, I hope you're going to Meta today, which is good. Louis, Lizzie, Leo, Laksama, Kim, Kanchana, Jay, Janos, we have Jack, we have Jaffinder, we have Harry, we have Emily, we have Foster, we have Abby, Divina, Sean, Del, Davy, Claire, Brandon, Bobby, Alvin, Andy, Alvin. Awesome. If anything, let me know. Make the markets be with you. And yeah, speak to you very soon. You're welcome. Bhavika and Esther. Get the screen. Can we get the screen for buying and shorting? Yes, it's on here. It's on here. Cool. Yeah, place the one that we have as well last week on your practice account if you are new, so you can see how it actually feels. Take a screenshot of this as well. Let's change, shall we? Awesome. Speak soon. Well done. Bye bye.